The purpose of this video is to help you navigate to and through Module 0 for Wit and Wisdom. I suggest that you start by going to your staff links page, and I go there by going to this top bar, going to staff links, and that will bring you right to the staff link page. Scroll down to the educational links and find your Clever app, click there, and the Clever app is going to bring you directly to your own home page after you've logged in once. So you will have to log in the first time, and you'll just use your normal district credentials to sign in. Once you're here and you've signed in, you can scroll down to your elementary apps and you'll see the Great Minds in Sync. Click on that. This is a reminder that the Great Minds in Sync is actually your online version of Wit and Wisdom. So what you will want to do is go over here to the grid, and that grid is going to bring you to the digital teachers edition. So click there to get to the digital teachers edition, and that will bring you to all of your modules here. And we're going to start with module 0, or go over module 0 today. You're going to want to click on grade 6 through 8 mod 0, and then that will bring you here. And this is your online version of Mod 0. The first thing that I would suggest doing, just like I would suggest doing this for any module, is to go to that module overview. And the module overview starts with the module summary. This module summary is awesome because it goes through and gives you the purpose of why Mod 0 and what it does for the students. And so you'll notice as you read through this, and I won't read it all for you, but as you read through, it's really its purpose is just to introduce the module and to cultivate a community. One tool that I just noticed that you can highlight. So if I highlight something, it will save that for me for next time as well. But anyway, as you're reading, it points out that it's there to cultivate a community. It fosters a classroom culture that instills a love for reading, builds a stamina for close and careful analysis of text. It encourages attention to language and its power, and cultivates academic discourse that values inquiry, open-mindedness, and reasoning. So you'll go on, and in the second paragraph, it talks about the actual poem that you will start with. And talks about some of the instructional routines and strategies. And then I noticed as you scroll down here, it has some pretty good planning questions. So that first question that they want you thinking about in Mod 0 is, are there any lessons longer or shorter than the time that you have already allotted for ELA? So if the lesson is too long or too short, you may have to cut, keep, create as you're designing this lesson. Another thought you might want to consider is this the text that you want to be using? Would you prefer to use an alternate text? So the lesson is designed for you to be able to use alternate text as long as it's grade level appropriate and it's a high quality text. A couple other things to consider is, have you already taught some of the instructional routines? If you have, it's okay. That might be something that you want to consider cutting from the lessons as you go through. And then lastly is just thinking about that vocabulary that's introduced. If you've already gone over some of the vocabulary, again, that might be something that you would cut. So after you look through that module summary, there's a module at a glance, which gives you that EQ, which is nice to know the purpose. It also just reviews the text that you will be using and any alternative text that you might want to use or replace. It also sets the module learning goals and the knowledge goals. And then you have the module in context, which I really like this, and I read this pretty thoroughly because this is very close to or connects with our Spring Lake Park competencies and also our standards. So another good resource here. The module map is also very nice because it lays out the 6 days for you in one big map. And then you'll notice it dives right into the lessons. So you will want to look at each lesson. You'll notice that the lessons are designed just like the other modules. So it'll start with a welcome and a launch. It's how you begin your lesson. It looks like there's 2 learning experiences. So the learn here. Oh, 4 learning experiences. And then lastly is a land wrap where you are going to wrap up your lesson. So I would suggest, again, going through each one of these lessons pretty thoroughly and deciding what it is that you want to cut, keep, and create. Lastly, if you go to Schoology, Schoology here, and you go to the Spring Lake Park Staff Resources, you're going to see that resources, we do have Module 1 resources uploaded for you as well. So if you go to the resources for reading instruction, and there's a pink folder called K6 Wit and Wisdom resources, and then Wit and Wisdom Module 0 is that pink folder, and then you will just look for your grade 6. So the PDF here is just the exact same as what I showed you online. It's just a PDF version if you would like that or prefer that. And then this link here takes you right directly to the poem that is being shared with the students.